Hey y'all, what's up? So I am enjoying my trip out here in the metropolis of Pittsburg, Kansas, which if you've ever been to Pittsburg, Kansas, you'll understand that joke. I was kind of going back through, I've been making notes of all of your comments from last week's poll series, where we were asking things like what you love about the industry, what you hate about the industry, what you would change about the industry. So this is kind of my response to some of those comments. And one of the things that really hit me, I got to say, man, reading through those comments, a lot of you guys really poured your heart out into those replies. And don't think that that didn't, fall on deaf ears, or, even though I'm deaf because I'm a sound guy, and that's another inside joke for sound guys. But don't think that goes unnoticed, because I was sitting there reading through the comments, especially on the one about what we love about the business. I remember stopping at one point and looking at my girlfriend and was like, some of these guys are really being real about this and talking about, everything that this business has been to them and how it's been a means of fulfillment for so much of their life. Man, that's what this content on my channel is all about. Somebody mentioned the brotherhood is their favorite thing about, working in the production business or in the music business. And man, I got to say, I'm right there with you, man. I love that. I love the brotherhood. I love being friends, even with my competitors, as long as everybody's playing nice and everyone stays in their lane. I'm not mad if we bump into each other on bids and stuff like that. That's just kind of the way it goes. And if you're somebody who gets all twisted up every time one of your competitors, outbids you by a few dollars, and the client decided to save $100 or $200 by, hiring the guy down the street, if that really twists you up, this probably isn't the business for you. It's different if somebody comes in and they're just cutting throats and they're doing it for half of what it should be paying. That's a whole different scenario. But I take great pride in the fact that I'm friends with most of my competitors, and we throw work back and forth to each other. That's what my content is about. It's about creating a safe place where we can experience community as sound engineers, as musicians, as touring guys, as middle market guys, as weekend warriors, as ankle biters, as there's no shame in anything. I don't come up with those names to shame anyone. I come up with those names because it's funny, and I'm trying to be entertaining. I respect everyone that's doing this and trying to scratch out their own little part-time or full-time living.